On the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. Basically a month into the season. Here in week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the Arizona Wildcats and the Washington Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington, Husky Stadium, is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Ready. Throwing, Williams. Makes the catch. It's Washington. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Powers through. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Look out! Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement to that.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll need a bunch on second down. To the air, it's Fafita. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And these are the plays the defenses talk about, man. These are the ones that get you in those situations where you can win. You've given up some yards on this drive, but it doesn't matter. When you play a great job on second down and force the passing situation, now, man, you get that dime package ready. You get that pass rush package ready when you're ready to go get the quarterback.
Going deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback, Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Williams. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Under pressure. Back's got it on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Long way to go on second down. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Looking deep. Goes high to pull it in. And he scores! Touchdown, Wildcats! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Williams to throw. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete. For the massive explosive play instead, they're looking at a 3rd down.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open, I had him, I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Got his man. He'll be stopped short of... The gain needed about 3 more on that one.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
And he muffs it. It's loose. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Moves the pocket. It's Fafita. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Husky. A pick 6.
And in the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. they'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hits inside. It's Craig. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. He's going for the big play. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Fires to the wideout. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Turning it on! He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
Second and long here. Williams throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Williams will pass. Fires to the middle. Intercepted deep in his own end. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. We've reached a break. It's Washington holding the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quick give. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side, it's Jordan. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And now on second down for this offense. Fires to the big fella. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
Throwing, Williams. And he almost had a pick.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Quarterback changing the play. Williams looking for a man. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. It's Williams again. Oh, pressure's coming. Goes high to pull it in. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Washington. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Play fake, Williams. Rushes on. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
On the move. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in third and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on third down.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Buying time to his right. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Big fella moving. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up fourth and goal.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
So they've got the lead. They can make it a two-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on foot. Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
4th and goal, gotta have it. Who do you go to? You give it to your playmaker. You give it to your quarterback. You trust him. You trust him handling the football. He does what he's supposed to do, gets downhill, makes the 4th down conversion, and they get in for 6.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Back to pass, it's Fafita. He uncorks one deep. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. There he goes. He's at the touchdown, Husky. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. It's complete to the right. Runs through a man, and he might have space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense set on 1st down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. They're all over him. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Williams. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their 1st. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's got it on the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. 3rd down coming up after the completion. Williams will pass. Rush right in his face. He's got it on the right. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this 1st half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Here's Williams to throw. Just got rid of that one.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They'll need a bunch on second down. This is a designed run. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7. The Wildcats call their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Using his feet. He's got enough. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Driving forward, it's Washington. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to barrel in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to finish this quarter with a touchdown on 3rd and goal. Making the adjustment. 3rd down from the gun, Williams. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the book. 10 time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with Louisville taking on the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And it's the Cardinals who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today.
The Arizona offense coming onto the field.
And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Look out! Finds his tight end. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Dropping back, it's Fafita. That's caught. It's Jordan. Great move. Now he's got room. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Spivey. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They just keep firing. Hauls it in. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Long way to go on 2nd down. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. They'll run the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Kick is good. And the offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Got it behind the line. It's Gallup. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Going to the run, it's Craig. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Lining up for the PAT. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. The give. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Guys?
Okay, Holly. The Huskies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Quarterback will keep it. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Williams throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Oh, he found a space on the right. Inside the 10, all the way. Touchdown, Huskies.
I just love that about this team because right when it looks like the opponent has just a glimmer of hope, scoring a touchdown on the last drive, they just come right back out, David, and they put their foot down on the gas. They put their foot down on your throat. They stay aggressive and score a touchdown of their own.
It's just such an explosive offense, man. They can hurt you so fast. They're so dangerous. Defenses don't know what to do. You're right. Great answer. You give up a touchdown, you go right back and get you.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. They're going to test the right side with this one. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. And the Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Just smothered on the play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking for the end zone. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
And the try is no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He'll get this drive started from the 29. He'll take it himself. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Brings up 2nd down.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Williams. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Maybe some room here. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll run it. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Williams throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. He's brought down the 1 of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Williams looking for a man. Rolls right. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Now on the move. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Here's Williams to throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Turning it on. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the 4th quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. The door looked slammed shut in this one, but that last interception may be just the slightest crack in opening here.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And he gets rid of it.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And he gets it away.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on 4th down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Calls his own number. There he goes. Past the 6. The 20. Touchdown, Huskies. And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. At midfield, he's got room. Knocked down, but not before he gets the 1st down after recovering the fumble. Arizona right back to the line. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Under pressure. Unloads in the nick of time.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense. And that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And that one, I don't think, with the required 10 yards, it did not. Penalty marker is out. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. They'll run this play from the pistol. The handoff, keep working on that clock.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a give to Washington. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They want to run this quarterback. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Back to throw, it's Fafita. Unloads to the right. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Back to pass on second down. Sends it downfield. Hits him inside the 20. Still going. To the house. Touchdown, Arizona. Lining up to add another. Right down the middle. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. This second half hasn't been nearly as productive offensively as the first half. As a result, that big lead is no longer so big, and they need to get something going right now.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. This quarterback part of their running game. Breaks the tackle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's a give to Washington. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. There's some room. Touchdown, Washington! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Fafita. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still running at the 40. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. Breaks free. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Arizona!
and a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick. David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.